I'm home. Seems these days that I'm home for 1 or 2 days before I've got to go back to work. So I've got to make very good, very efficient, very fast use of my time. There are various things I want to communicate. I am trying to build a business, partly doing my complementary therapies, life coaching, neuro-linguistic programming, personal coaching, that kind of thing. Not necessarily sports coaching. I'm not a super fit person. Haven't been fit for a long time, though I'm getting back to fitness and it's working. I have various things going on with my body that I'm working out, and yeah, it's working. Okay. My thing is mind coaching, personal coaching, life coaching. However, I've come across something that's been part of my life for a very long time, and that is I had visions of flashing discs, talismanic images, they're called in the biz, by those in the know, all of my life, hallucinatory type visions of various things, symbols, sigils, talisman, body parts, scans through the human body that magnetic resonance imagers do, and various other of the body imaging technology does. My mind has somehow put these things together and made them into a kind of sci-fi movie in my brain that I've never actually put on camera. So if there are any of you out there that want to form a team with me and create a series for TV or a series for movie with high-tech special effects and biology, anatomy and physiology that actually has the effect of programming the mind, then get in touch. It's pointless you taking this idea and stealing it and taking it elsewhere, because me being partly the originator of it, I'm the person who's going to have the best inspiration for it. You're not going to meet anybody better than me for this role. I want to hear back from people who are management within hospital trusts and hospice trusts, because I noticed that in various hospitals, even here in the UK, they have artworks on the wall. One of them I noticed in a certain hospital not too far away from me had certain artworks on the wall that looked something like the blueprints of an electronic device crossed between anatomy and physiology, cellular parts within the body. And to me, that was an amazing piece of artwork. I can make sigils, talismans, paintings for the wall that hospital trusts and hospital staff would be proud of to stand up and breathe in. You stand in front of a talisman and you breathe it in and it has the desired effect. I can make talismans, for instance, that give hospital staff, medical staff, a boost of energy during the day when they feel like they're flagging at the 3 or 4 o'clock mark. You stand in front of it and you go and breathe it into your system and it boosts you. I can make a painting that does that for you. Okay? I already have indeed made a sigil talisman that is intended for desensitizing the digestive system from the inflammatory effects that all foods do actually have upon us, because all foods that any animal can possibly eat is outside of the body, and thus and therefore, it does have a subtle inflammatory effect. Some far more than others. Some seriously so, especially for us humans in this modern day of created foods. And despite what people say about the paleo diet, in fact, a lot of the foods that you would eat from nature actually have had that effect upon us for umpteen thousands of years. So it begs the question of whether or not we're meant to be eating powders. Okay? Who actually really knows the answer to that question? Anyway, the way around it is the ideas that some of the kahuna have around the world, i.e. you approach a subject from the inside out. The body is many-bodied, many jackets, many coats, many colours. Joseph and his amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. We are a bundle of thought forms emitted as a force. The human body is a bundle of thought forms emitted as a force. Okay, so what I'm saying here is, yeah, this is a force. It feels solid, but according to science, it isn't solid, because according to science, 99.999999999999999999999% of that is actually empty space. And even where they look for whatever little particles they look for, they are so tiny that there is no particle. There is only a propensity for something, not a particle, not an object, to perhaps be there. Okay? My point in saying this is that there is no such thing as real matter. It's all mind. It's all mind of someone or something. It's all mind of the humorous one of the universe. My point in saying this as well is that magic is real. Magic exists. Mind power does exist. Most of the people who practice mind power even don't actually get it right yet. We have to learn, and we have to continue to layer upon layer upon layer upon layer upon layer upon learn. Now, art is an amazing thing. People use certain types of artworks in hospitals, hospices, retirement homes, and such like. Some of them have a very powerful effect. I can make artworks, once again, which have this intentionality behind, within, above, and through them, of, for example, for one, desensitizing the digestive system from the inflammatory effects of foods. And I've already been commended on this intention. I have created one, balance the legs in pleasure. Not take away the pain that maybe one leg has at the moment and both legs are going to have soon, but balance legs in pleasure. And I did have a serious martial artist commend me for such an intention, because he described to me symptoms he was having, which in actual fact were exactly the same symptoms I was having: groin pain. Groin pain to such an extent that he had to give up his martial arts. Now, he said that when he saw my sigil in the sigil groups on Facebook, as an example, he was blown away, because he never thought that anybody would make such a sigil for that. Maybe a sigil for attract more money. Maybe a sigil for attract a sexy girlfriend. Maybe a sigil for good luck in general, but not a sigil specifically for balance both legs in pleasure, to the point that one can move back into martial arts they once practiced, or to the point where they can overcome groin strain they did as a result of their fitness pursuits. He was blown away by the fact that there was one human being who pursued that specific outcome and desire for creating such a sigil, and he commended me on it. Now, I can do this, and I can create sigils for hospice or hospital or retirement home walls, for staff who need a battery, a boost during the day, or for patients or residents to deal with, come to terms with, wrap their minds around certain things, certain symptomologies. I would like hospice, hospital, hospital trust, management types to contact me and pay me, contract me to create sigils. I am happy to discuss what you want with you, but I want paying for it. I am not giving it away for free anymore. Thank you.